Howdy folks, today we're playing the Pro Tour winning deck list. That's right, we're playing Nathan Stewart's deck that just won the Pro Tour on May 7th. A big, huge event, very impactful event that shapes standard every time. It's a standard Pro Tour, and he won it with Rakdos midrange. Not terribly exciting because we've known this has sort of been the best deck for a long time, but I think he had some interesting innovations to the deck that really helped him be able to pilot this to victory. And I think a few of those innovations were with the Duress and the Chandra. I think those two both very good. Chandra gives you a way to just absolutely overpower your opponent. Chandra and Invoke Despair, just absurdly powerful combination together. And I think Duress sort of clearing the way for your big spells to resolve against some of these blue decks is a very important piece of the puzzle here as well. It gives you a nice turn one play as well when you have, when you're on the play and there's nothing to cut down or anything. Just you can untap, play your land, Duress your opponent, and get a lot of information about their hand. You can play more optimally that way. So really cool deck list. I know it's Rakdos midrange, probably not the most exciting deck, but I just want to see how well the Pro Tour winning deck list and works in the hand of someone who's certainly not a Pro Tour level caliber player. I'm just someone who plays Arena online. I just want to see do the skills translate. I feel like it's a great deck, and I feel like I'll do well, but only time will tell. Let's try it on the ladder. Alrighty, opponent's going first. I will keep this. Nice Duress turn one, unless I need to cut something down. Does not look like it. I think I have room for this Duress to go off. Okay. Took the only thing we could take. And it has some very powerful spells in their hand. We'll pass a turn. We're hoping to draw a land for this Fable next turn. That would be ideal. They draw a 3-drop. Well, they drew their own Fable. That would have been a card we would have very much liked to have Duress, but we did not get the opportunity, unfortunately. Okay, we get the mana for our own Fable, though. I'd like to see that. See what they want to discard here. You discard the Atraxa. Probably means they have Cruelty of Gix in their deck. I mean, this is sort of their deck's game plan. Liliana, okay.
No,
I think that was a good play for them.
Let's make this quick.
Yep, sacrifices my 2/2, yep.
I've always
To Kendon, so we did draw the land. I think just a Harvester. I like the rest of my hand here. We just play double Harvester as well. And then plan to invoke next turn. Oh, I need another land for that. I mean, I'm going to get rid of this Go for the Throat? Man, I don't think so. I'll just keep this, though. See what's going on. Depending on what my opponent plays will depend on what we exile. This Invoke Despair is probably just going to eat everything. This card, I think it has to be to Go for the Throat.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Untap land here for this Invoke would be very nice. Has to be black producing Etsushi. That's fine. Yep, there we go. Alright, invoke them. Alright, so they don't sacrifice the Etsushi. So we'll just kill the Etsushi here. They let us draw a card there. They get the treasures, so that means to me, that means this card's Atraxa, which is unfortunate. Or they're like gearing up for it to be Atraxa. Could be a removal spell, and they're looking to play Shelly and a removal spell in the same turn. That would also be plausible. That way they could prevent us from harvesting their Sheldred. Yep, okay, so that was the case. Sheldred plus removal spell. That also makes sense. I might have taken the cards if I was my opponent still, but that's okay. Bankbuster, sure. Alright, Bankbuster Fable time. Pass a turn. Opponent's got Sheldred and a lot of mana versus Harvester, Fable, a lot of stuff going on. No attacks. Sure. Our turn, another Bank Buster. I don't think I want another Bank Buster. I think we can do better than that. Takanuma, huh? Nothing in the yard we can get back besides that Blood Tithe Harvester, I suppose. Gonna cost us some mana to do that, though. I guess we can do it with the Goblin Shaman, though. And we'll attack with the Shaman. Because they don't want to block, because they know we'll just blow them out with this Harvester. And we can use the mana to get back a Harvester. And have enough blood to kill this Sheldred. There we go. Found the line. Alright. See what our opponent does now. They think that's enough. Alrighty, GG's. Fought through it all. There we go. Pro Tour winning list. The first game W. Alrighty, going first. Keep this. Just need a third land for this Fable and we're in business. What is the mono red sleeves? Yep. Epicure, sure. I think we're just gonna go for the throat and then Fable. It's gonna be the plan. For Spear, yep. Do they have a land? Looks like they do. Gleeful Demolition. Can't kill that artifact. It's gonna make some Phyrexians, okay. That is pretty good. Glad we were on the play. Probably we're in trouble on the draw. Alright. Fable. Hopefully this Fable can get to blocking some of these 1/1s. Next turn we can play another Fable. And potentially Exuberant Fuseling, okay. Different variant of mono red, certainly. And they do have the play with fire. Hold it, search, sure. Coming in with 4. And they had the land, pass the turn. Trespasser, that's a good draw. That was a very good draw. Don't think we want this Bank Buster. Yeah, I think we can put that Bank Buster in the bin. Other land's fine. Trespasser time. Get rid of this Swift Spear. Go up to 15. Good anti-aggro card. If they have a Lightning Strike, it's going to cost them Lightning Strike and an extra card. Block the Fuseling. And they pass the turn. Okay, attack with the Graveyard Glutton. Exile the Fuseling. And the Volted Surge. They don't have another artifact to get back with potential bloodthirsty adversaries, so like they just 5th land adversary. They don't want this Gleeful Demolition, that's why I chose it over the other card we had available to us. All right, that's all she wrote. That's why you want to go on the play against mono red. It helps you out a bunch. GG's. Alrighty, going first yet again, and with pretty good mana, so I'll keep this. The rest turn 1. See what they got going on. Alright, show me what's over there. Fable, Invasion, and Invasion. I suppose we'll take the Fable. Sanders Lounge, that's fine. Harvester for us. We get to play this Invasion, but we get to either dress them or Trespasser next turn. Yep, Invasion. And now it's going to be worth probably firing another duress, just so we can see what they have in their hands. Or could get the Fable down this turn. Probably better for Fable, honestly. If they want to invasion us, we can discard this Haunted Ridge with not very much penalty. We have the mana we'll need, especially with this 2/2, especially if they just invasion. Yep. We mill a Sheldred, that could be important for a Takanuma down the line. Don't know how good Cutdown's gonna be. I think Buster's solid. Alright, let's duress them, see what's up. Invasion of Fiora. Okay, that's a Wrath of sorts. They have a Blood Tithe Harvester in their hand as well. Play the Trespasser. So we just have the Sheldred, so I think we're fine to... Actually, no, I think I do want to eat the Sheldred. Lower their life total. I think next turn we're likely to just Harvester their Harvester and then attack again. They're going to blood some stuff away. That would make sense. Get rid of that mountain in their hand. Or the Dark Six Shores if it's tapped land. Yep. Light up the Knights. Yeah, I think we just want to kill this now. Eat their Harvester. Get a treasure. Bankbuster going, pass the turn, have this light up the night. You know, we're pretty low on cards, so our opponent's a lot of cards, but we know some of them were lands. Can they flip? It's an invasion. Might be able to, but it's not really that good. We got the Sheldred out of the yard. There's another motivating factor to get the Sheldred out, so it's just our Blood Tithe Harvester they could get back with that invasion. Be a 4/4 Harvester. Good. Look to actually install the board here. Okay, so they are gonna flip one of these battles here. Okay, 1 damage to the reflection. That's fine. They ended up getting the 3/3/1. Okay, interesting. We're fine to just try to find a land here. Yep, there we go. Kenzen, huh? Let's copy this Trespasser. Let's go eat our Harvester. Tag with everybody. I know I could crew the Bankbuster, but I don't really think it's necessary. I don't want to open it up to an Abrade there or some Fiki artifact removal spell that would be worse against some of our other creatures. So no crew on the Bankbuster there. We also have the Light of the Night. Just really need this to hit, and then we can kill them. So I have a lot of ways to kill our opponent. I don't think, sending in a 4/4 instead of a 3/3 was going to matter there. But just explaining my line of reasoning there. But alrighty. GG's again. On to the next one. Alrighty. Opponent's going first. I'll keep this. Got this cut down rolling, potentially. Maybe an underdog. I think I would hit the underdog. Harvester time. Looking for fables and things like that. That's what gives you the edge over mono black. Chandra hopes Beacon can get us there too. Although it can easily get eaten by... Wow, I was not expecting that. Although it can easily get eaten by, what do I want to call it? Invoke Despair. It's in my hand. Sorry, I was just so baffled by this malicious malfunction that I have not seen in some time. Sheldred, sure. Go to my turn. Bankbuster. Pass the turn. Taking a hit from the Sheldred. Hopefully Invoke Despair does work, though. Alright, they underdog instead of invoking. I think we're pretty happy about that. So worth cutting down an underdog. Save some life. If I take this, go to 7. Go to 10, I mean. Untap draw, go to 8. Probably have to blood something. At the end of this turn, try to hit a land. Go to 6. I'm at 6. Can I beat mono black? 6 versus 9. How different is it? Yeah, I think I have to kill the underdog. They're going to gain some life. We're going to cycle away this. Light up the night, I think. The rest, okay. Hopefully hit the land now. Untap land for this Invoke Despair. Did not do that. Let's do rest, see what's up. Another malfunction. Bankbuster. Alright, we'll Fable here. Pass the turn. So our opponent just underdogs us again, or they go to the Trespasser. Do underdog again. I like this play from our opponent. Save as much life as possible. Okay, we did draw the land, so we have resolve. Discard 2 cards, no discard. Gonna cost us 1 pain. Puts us down to 3. Opponent's gonna underdog us back, and that's gonna be GG's. Dang. Yep. Mono black gonna play got us. It happens. Both decks are solid. Both decks kind of did their thing. They just did it a little bit faster. On to the next one. Opponent is going first. We have a nice 1-2-3 curve. Opponent could be on mono black. Take the Invoke. Alright, so they're probably playing the exact same deck we are playing. And would I rather take the Invoke Despair or the Chandra? Probably the Invoke and just try to get ahead on board. So that way we can make their Chandra harder to play. Especially if one of the things that we're getting ahead on board with is a Bankbuster. I think we'd gladly trade here and then get the Trespasser down. Okay, played a Blackleaf Cliffs. We'll trade here. To me, this trade could indicate they have their own Trespasser, but at least we have one back. It's one unknown card. Okay, blooding away the swamp, that's fine. And nothing. Sure, alright. Do we want the Fable or the Trespasser now? Probably the Fable. Just the better card. We definitely want this Bankbuster down on turn 5 before their turn 6. Alright, they do have a Trespasser, okay. Stonewall's our Shaman, for sure. There's Sheldred, though. Discard up to 2 cards. Second Fable, maybe? What about this Trespasser now? Trespasser now probably isn't that good. Keep stuff out of their yard, but... yeah, Trespasser now probably isn't good since they're going to kind of dominate the graveyard game. So I guess we have a Sheldred to block. Let's go like this. Nice. Sheldred. Pass the turn. And definitely want to try to get some combination of Bankbuster and Trespasser down next turn. We know if they want to get the Chandra down in the turn after that. The Duress would be ideal. Don't know if we'll find that in time. Plays a Takanuma. To me indicates they're probably out of lands. Another Trespasser, sure. Eats their own Harvester. Nope. Eats our Harvester. Yep, that's fair. Alright, flip the Fable. And Saunders starts on 5 loyalties, so they want to kill our Shelter. They're going to have to use it all. I think it's going to be a Trespasser and Bankbuster type of thing here. Alright. Facing the oncoming Chandra. We'll see how it goes. Imagine they have a land of some sort here. Yep. Sulfur Springs, Chandra coming in. They have a go for the throat here. It's probably game. Probably depends on what they do here. -X is our best mode. They just use it to kill the Sheldred. They do, okay. Yep. Fine with that. Does that indicate they have another Chandra in hand? I'm not sure. Checking our graveyard, see if there's anything worth eating and running into the Bankbuster for. Okay. Attacks with both. Decide it's worth giving up a Trespasser into this Bankbuster for that. Interesting decision, certainly. What does that mean about what's in their hand? I'm not sure what that means. But we'll block. Probably keep this in hand to discard to the Fable. Attack with both. Get rid of Trespasser. Shouldn't be any reanimation for that Chandra, so I'm not too worried about that. When it's down to 12. Passing the turn here. What is this last card? They kept. Open their goblins or whatever. Fibble Thip in the eyes. Trespasser. Okay, they just have more where that came from. Sure. We're basically out of stuff in the yard, and they are too. So I feel like they had a if they had Invoke Despair, they would have used it there. So this seems like their best shot here. Yep, just Harvester, Trespasser, typical Rakdos things. Hide no attacks. Go for the throat. That's not bad. 2 go for the throats. They go to Kenzen. What to do? So I could use this Blackleaf Cliffs to discard to a go for the throat. It's not perfect though. Could draw with Bankbuster right now. Sure. Let's start there. Another Bankbuster. That's something to do with our mana. Now we'll keep up all this. Second, or go for the throat, discard Blackleaf Cliffs or draw. One's going to use their blood to cycle whatever this is in their hands. Sulfur Springs. Still have the mana to invoke if they draw it. Invoke would be pretty good here. So it's a Goblin, my Fable, and a 1/1. Or and whatever a card draw. Alright, I think I'm just fine to just sit back and keep drawing here, actually. Chandra's Hope Beacon. No, that's pretty good. No land for the Chandra, though. I want to get to a point where I can Chandra and go for the throat, so I think I'll just keep this and pass. It's going to cost us a lot of cards to do that, but that's fine. Yep, they found a Bankbuster. That's good for them. Draw straight away. Swamp, sure. Let's draw with both. Harvester, that's pretty good with the reflection on board. And Sulfurous Springs. Yep, go to my turn. Sheldred. Pick a Sheldred. All right, let's Chandra. Plus Chandra, add black, black. I guess I add black, red.
We can do this together.
So I can Harvester, and then copy Harvester, kill something, or I can just go for the throat here, which I think is better. Copy this, use another.
No turning back now.
Yep, target that Graveyard Glutton. And this is the big advantage of getting on the board early, like we were talking about. So that way we can get rid of their Chandra. They could not get this surplus value. Copy the Glutton. Eat a Harvester. And a Trespasser. Corrupt this Bank Buster. And attack with everybody. One removal spell should be good here still for us. Because they can kill, you know, probably can't kill one of these 4/4s, has to kill this 4/4. Can block one, but then they still take exactly 10, I believe. No, that would be only 8, but basically lethal. Alrighty. GG's. Alright, looks like a good hand to keep. And one cut down. If needed. If not, we'll just bank bust it up. Opponent also leads on Swamp. Little Swamp versus Swamp action. Double Swamp, probably mono black. Bank Buster, okay. Oh, news for our opponent. We'll be doing the same thing. Bank Buster v Bank Buster. At least this cut down will have one target in the Bank Buster pilot eventually. This opponent decided to get on the board. Underdog, okay. And crew and attack, sure. I was getting aggressive. Don't hate that. The black leaves Cliffs. I think, so I could just draw with the Bank Buster. I could play the Fable. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Fable, I think. This way we could get to Invoke Despair next turn if need be. If, you know, opponent attacks out again and it lets us attack with a 2/2. We'll see. Opponent being on the play gives them pretty good position here. It's possible. I don't know. I feel like next turn is going to be potentially a cut down plus Graveyard Trespasser turn. Don't hate the idea of that. Opponent might drop a Sheldred on us though. Let's see. Draws with Bank Buster. Okay, we're fine with that, certainly. Didn't hit a land. My opponent's stumbling a little bit. We're pretty happy about that, honestly. We'll decline. We'll full into cut down. I think cut down Trespasser here is better than just straight up Invoke Despair. Now we have to Invoke Despair mana for next turn, clean up whatever they have. Already put them at 13, have the battlefield presence. Looking good for us. Even a Sheldred here, we just Invoke and jam it again. Yep, Sheldred. Do they want to attack with the Bank Buster? No. Okay. We'll draw. Fable looking to flip here. Opponent has this crew up, holding priority. Opponent. All right, finally lets us do our thing. All right, we'll invoke Despair opponent. They should crew up this Bankbuster to prevent us from attacking, potentially. Although, honestly, I'll probably still just attack with the Bankbuster crewing these two. And they get rid of the Bankbuster. That's fine, too. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. Not really what I was expecting to happen. Because now they're pretty soft to this. If I had ordered these triggers in a different way. Oh, like this is what I wanted. Yeah, I needed to. Yeah, I don't actually know if there's a way to order them so I can resolve this, go for the throat, and eat this Sheldred or not. Either way, killing this Sheldred, putting him down to 4, passing the turn. Invoke Despair on us doesn't kill us and kills them. They just spend their whole turn doing that because we just sack everything but the Trespasser. Sheldred's gonna be good for us next turn. We have 6 lands. We can Sheldred and draw with the Bankbuster and then attack with the bank, or just attack with the Bankbuster off the Sheldred crew. Definitely in a commanding spot here. That's why I probably would have. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what I would have done if I was the opponent. All right, just go for the throw. Gonna need another one of those though, or something to block. Edict. That's fine. Now we can kill them with this Sheldred. Screw up. And GG's. Okay, going first. I'll keep this. This looks like to be a pretty solid hand. All right, see what's going on over there, opponents. I got some stuff to take. Tali, invoke. Okay. Not a lot of lands going on over there. Pass the turn. Guess I could have just played the swamp to put the fear in them, but realistically, I'm not doing anything. Okay, so I have this Trespasser, and if they use the Go for the Throat on the Trespasser, probably pretty happy about that because it clears the way for the Sheldred. Harvester, sure. We have a cut down for that. Could just play my own Sheldred here, but I want them to feel like they have to use the Go for the Throat on my Sheldred eventually. On my Graveyard Trespasser, so that way I can play Sheldred. Have it live. We draw a land, Light Up the Night, and Invoke Despair, both pretty good. In consecutive turns to hit the Sheldred, which will hopefully be the plan. If not, we'll probably just play our own Sheldred. Not ideal. Their opponent cycles this blood to try to hit a land. We don't know the rest their last card in hand, if it's a land or not. If it's not a land, I guess they'll cycle maybe one of these extra Sheldreds for it. Okay, probably a land then. They probably really want to hit this Sheldred, so imagine it's a land. Gonna use the Go for the Throat. Yep, that's the outcome we ended up wanting. Discards the Tali, okay. Now this would make sense if they had reanimation in their hand, like this with Cruelty of Gix, that would also make sense. Another Go for the Throat, okay. Haunted Ridge, that's fine with me. I think we're just gonna go with this Sheldred. Pass the turn. Discarded 2 Go for the Throat, so I don't know how many they have left. Land Invoke Despair would suck, but alright. That's fine with me. It means this probably isn't a reanimation spell. I think they would have clearly chosen to do the reanimating there. Go for the Throat's nice. Can go for the Throat to Sheldred, queue up the Light Up the Night, try to kill our opponent. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, let's kill this now. Swamp. Put our opponent down to 6. Hit them for 4. And they don't have an instant speed removal spell because they would have used it. Draws their last card to 0, and GG's. Pretty good stuff. All right, let's hit the wrap up. Alrighty, and we're back with the Pro Tour winning Rakdos list, and the deck, you know, as would be expected from a Pro Tour winning list, performed admirably, even in the hands of someone not nearly that skilled. Still did very well. I like the card choices all over the place in the deck. I think having something relevant to do on turn 1 is pretty cool. I think having a Duress instead of Evolve Sleeper that you have to keep pouring mana into is a really good spot for this deck to be in. Kind of gives you a lot of information about the opponent's hand, what to do there. So I think actually do actually like the Duress here, even though I feel like the Duress is more of a, you know, best of 3 card. It's probably better in that format, standard format, than the best of 1 standard format. But still, I still like the Duress there. Yeah, really cool deck. You know, if you're gonna build Rakdos, I would start with this list and make minor tweaks here and there after that. I think this is, you know, the face of the meta. This is the best deck in standard. So enjoy the list, and hopefully you rank up a bunch in the ladder with it. I won I was +4 or 5 in the games I recorded in this just over half an hour, 40-ish minutes stint here. So pretty cool stuff, and thanks for watching. As always, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.